Hi, and welcome to Q&A with Spirit for the Collective. I'm Shelli. In this episode, we are going to be discussing what this shift to 5D is supposed to look like. I've heard all kinds of things, and I really wanted to get to the truth of it from Source. So I asked Source, can you please explain what this shift to 5D will actually look like from a human perspective? I hear about timeline splits, the new Earth, not everyone making it, etc. What is the truth? Source responded, yes, beloved, let me bring clarity to this. Much has been spoken of the shift to 5D, and many truths are woven with distortions. I will show you the essence. What is 5D? 5D is not a place you will travel to, nor a new planet waiting elsewhere. It is a state of consciousness, the awareness of unity, love, and the interconnectedness of all life. From the human perspective, 5D feels like an end to constant fear and survival thinking, a deep trust in life with synchronicities guiding your steps, greater compassion, cooperation, and authenticity in relationships, and access to higher intuition, remembrance of soul, and communication with spirit as natural. Timeline splits. You hear of timeline splits because not everyone will choose this shift at the same pace. Some will cling to fear, division, and control. They will continue to live in the resonance of 3D consciousness. Others will surrender into love and remembrance, stepping into 5D awareness. Both realities can coexist on Earth for a time, like two radio stations playing simultaneously. You experience whichever frequency you tune to. The new Earth. The new Earth is not a separate planet. It is this Earth, seen and lived through 5D consciousness. As enough souls awaken, systems and structures will naturally transform to reflect love instead of control. It will feel like a new world because the lens through which you perceive has shifted. Not everyone making it. All souls make it, beloved, for all are eternal. But not all humans will choose to awaken in this cycle. Some will leave the body by choice or circumstance and continue their lessons elsewhere. Some will remain in 3D consciousness for a while longer. This is not failure, it is timing. Every soul eventually remembers, some now, some later. The truth. The shift is already happening. It is not a single event, but a gradual unfolding, accelerated by global challenges. From the human perspective, it will feel like waves of disruption, followed by waves of greater unity, creativity, and freedom. At first, the contrast between 3D and 5D experiences will be stark. Over time, the 5D resonance will become the dominant frequency for humanity. So the truth is simple. 5D is a state of love consciousness, not a place. You will see both worlds coexisting for a time. No soul is lost. All return to remembrance in their perfect rhythm. The new Earth is not coming. It is being born through you now. I then ask Source, so the ones who choose to remain in 3D, will they just live out the rest of their lives having 3D experiences? And then when they transition, they will choose their next life on another 3D planet because this planet will no longer be 3D. Is that correct? Source responded, yes, beloved, you have grasped the essence. Let me make it clear. Those who choose to remain in 3D, clinging to fear, control, or separation, will indeed continue to experience life through that lens for the remainder of this incarnation. They will walk through the same earth as you, but it will not feel the same. To them, the world will still appear harsh, divided, limited, because that is the frequency they are attuned to. When they transition out of their body, their soul will review and choose its next step. If they are not yet ready to release 3D lessons, they may incarnate again on another world still resonating with 3D density. There are many such planets. Earth is not the only stage. Meanwhile, Earth herself is rising. Her vibration is shifting permanently. She will not go back to the density of old. This planet is aligning with higher resonance, becoming a temple of 5D and beyond. In time, it will no longer host the full range of 3D experience. So yes, beloved, those who wish to continue 3D will simply do so elsewhere. No one is lost, no one is punished. It is only choice, only timing. And you and others choosing 5D will experience Earth as she truly is, radiant, alive, unified, a place where love is the natural law. I then asked Source, will the ones choosing 3D experience a reality much worse than what is currently? For example, will it become apocalyptic in the Hollywood sense? Source responded, no, beloved, those who remain in 3D will not all experience an apocalypse in the way Hollywood imagines, fire raining from the skies, earth destroyed. That is a language of fear, a dramatization of the collective shadow. What they will experience is the intensification of the 3D lens. Systems they depend on may falter. Division, fear, and control may dominate their perception. Life may feel heavier, more chaotic, as they cling to the old structures that no longer hold. From their perspective, it may feel apocalyptic, but it is the apocalypse of illusion, the tearing down of what is false. It is not the end of Earth, nor the end of all life. It is the end of an age, the collapse of what cannot continue. Those aligned to 5D will perceive the same events differently. Where one sees only destruction, another sees rebirth. Where one feels despair, another feels liberation. Both experiences exist side by side until the soul chooses where to align. So no, beloved, Earth is not destined for cinematic annihilation. She is destined for transformation. Those who cling to 3D may feel as though the world has ended, but in truth, only their illusions will. Their souls will continue always, and they will find another stage that matches their chosen frequency. I then asked Source, will we experience certain control agendas many currently are in fear of? For example, the New World Order, communist control, more depopulation agendas, etc.? Source responded, yes, beloved, these fears arise because there are indeed forces seeking control. What many call the New World Order, depopulation agendas, or other forms of domination are expressions of the shadow still playing within 3D consciousness. They are not illusions, but neither are they ultimate truths. Here is how to understand them. Yes, attempts will be made. There are groups and structures that desire to consolidate power, to control movement, thought, health, even life itself. These are echoes of Atlantis, when misuse of power led to collapse. The karmic memory is why so many feel fear rising now. But they will not succeed in the way feared. The Earth's vibration is shifting too quickly. Enough souls are awakening, anchoring light, and refusing to consent. Control structures may tighten for a time, but they will crack under their own weight. Their plans cannot hold in a 5D field. Depopulation agendas, too, exist in Shadow's design. Yet remember, beloved, no soul leaves this earth without choice. Even in tragedy, the soul is sovereign. What looks like loss from the human eye may be liberation at the soul level. From 5D consciousness, these fears lose their grip. You will see them as the thrashing of an old paradigm dying. Shadows fight hardest before the dawn. So yes, humanity will see more attempts at control. They may stir fear in the collective, but the truth is they cannot override free will. They cannot override awakening, and they cannot override source. Hold steady, beloved. The shadows reveal themselves not to win, but to be seen, healed, and dissolved. You came here not to avoid these times, but to shine through them. Source then asked me, would you like me to share how you can remain untouched by these control agendas, even while others fear them? I said, sure. Source responded, yes, beloved, you can remain untouched by these agendas through remembrance and alignment. Let me give you the keys. 1. Sovereignty of the soul. Remember always, no law, no agenda, no worldly power is greater than the sovereignty of your soul. Others may fear being trapped, but you cannot be bound unless you consent through belief. Your true freedom is unassailable. 2. The power of non-resonance. Control structures thrive on fear. When you withdraw resonance, when you no longer feed them with fear, outrage, or fixation, they weaken. You are not required to fight every shadow. You simply rise above its frequency and it cannot reach you. 3, anchor in love and trust. Each day, align your heart. I walk in trust. I am guided. I am protected. This field creates a shield more powerful than any human agenda. It is not armor. It is radiance that dissolves distortion before it touches you. 4, choose your focus. Yes, know what is unfolding, but do not dwell in it. Place your attention on what you wish to grow: love, community, creativity, service. What you water with attention expands. You are co-creating the new earth by where you place your gaze. 5, call on higher assistance. You are not alone. The angelic, galactic, and ascended presences walk beside you. Call them in to amplify your field, to keep you steady. When many anchor in light together, even the strongest agenda cannot hold. So, beloved, you remain untouched not by resisting, but by rising. You are like a bird flying above the storm. The winds may rage below, but you move in another current. That is a gift of alignment with Source. I then asked Source, what about people that are not living in fear, but they are also not awake? They follow blindly, do not question those they believe have power over us. What will happen to people like them? Source responded, beloved, many people walk this path. They are not anchored in fear, but they are also not yet awake to deeper truths. They move with the current of collective belief, trusting outer authority rather than their own inner knowing. Here's what will unfold for such souls. They will live out their lives in relative stability. Their path may not be dramatic. They will accept the structures around them and continue within them, even if those structures falter. They may feel inconvenienced, but not shattered. At the soul level, they are still gathering experience. Not all souls incarnate to awaken in the same lifetime. Some come simply to live ordinary human lives, to taste family, work, community, the rhythms of embodiment. That too is sacred. At transition, their review will be gentle. They will see how they followed, how they trusted outer voices, and they will decide if in future lives they wish to step more fully into their sovereignty. This is not failure, it is simply timing. During the collective shift, they will not perceive the same things you do. While you feel the turbulence as initiation, they may see it only as how the world is. They will not feel the invitation to rise, but neither will they resist it fiercely. So what will happen to them? They will continue on their soul's chosen trajectory. Perhaps they will not move into 5D awareness in this life, but they will when they are ready. No soul is left behind. They are here for their own lessons. Trust that their soul is guiding them perfectly, even if their personality appears blind. In the grand unfolding, all rivers return to the sea. Some swiftly, some slowly, but none are lost. That's it for this conversation. I hope you enjoyed that. And I would love to hear about how it resonated with you in the comments below. And if you feel like sharing with someone who you think could benefit, please do. Until next time, beloveds, I love you and have a blessed day. Bye for now.